Guys, it's almost Christmas and I am so excited. I've already done my last minute shopping and I've already decorated my Christmas tree, and I hope you guys have too. So since winter break has started, I have a list of books that I really want to read, and this is one of the books that I've already read, and it's called SpaceCase by Stuart Gibbs. So there's a lot of suspense in this book, and I'm sure you guys want to get to know more about this book, so stay tuned, I'll be right back. Thanks for tuning back in on NPStation. So like I said, I'll be reviewing the book called SpaceCase, and it is a science fiction book. So the main character of this book is named Dash, and he has a little sister named Violet. So Dash and his family live in Hawaii, and out of the blue, they get called from NASA to go visit the moon. Wait, not visit. To go stay at the moon for like a couple of years. So they built like this base on the moon, and it's called MBA, which stands for Moon Base Alpha. And so they're called there to stay, and they were pretty surprised about this. So they said yes, because NASA actually said that the base is like a luxurious hotel and it has everything you want there. So they went in the rocket, and it was a long trip, and it wasn't only Dash's family. There were some other kids too, and some other families. So once they reached, they had a tour around the base, and it was pretty hard for Dash to walk, because since there's no gravity on the moon, once he took like one step, he went flying and hit his whole body against the ceiling. So he got used to it after a couple of days, and finally after their tour, they came to their room, which they will be sleeping in, and all the basic stuff. So once they reached, the main attraction to Dash was the film screen. So a film screen is basically a projector like we have in school, but it takes over the whole wall, and that's pretty big. So basically, you can watch anything on the film screen, like what we can watch on our TV. So, once he gets really used to the base, he at first, the first day when he reaches, it seems pretty big to him, to Dash, because, he doesn't know where this room is and that room. So, but after a few days, he gets used to it, and it's pretty small, actually. And, so the next day, Dash had an urgent to go to the bathroom at night. So he quietly sneaks out of his bed and goes to the bathroom. And there, he hears Dr. Holtz. Dr. Holtz is one of the doctors that work at MBA, and he hears him Dash hears Dr. Holtz speaking on the phone to someone else, and he says I'm so excited to share this announcement next morning. And Dash seems pretty curious to get to know what the announcement is. So once he's done using the bathroom, he quietly runs back to his room and sneaks back into his bed so his parents don't wake up. Next morning, he's the first to wake up, and his parents are pretty confused and curious why he's up, because usually he never wakes up that early unless it's a school day. And yes, they have school in MBA. So Dash is just sitting down, staring at the film screen, waiting for the announcement to pop up. They wait for so long, but instead, suddenly an alert turns off, and there's red flashes of light going on and off in the rooms and out in the hallways. And Dash is what's going on? What's going on? And even his parents and Violet, his little sister. So his parents get kind of scared, so they just say, here, Violet, just take my phone. You can watch Squirrel Force, which is Violet's favorite episodes. So they do that. So if it's an emergency, why the alert is going off, if it's an emergency, then Violet doesn't pay that much attention to it. Anyway, so while she's watching her favorite episode, Dash and his parents are so tensed up to find out what's happening. Dash does not care. He just runs out of the room to find out what the announcement Dr. Holtz wanted to make. But Dash's parents are saying wait, Dash, stop. You're not allowed to go out of the room, because that's what the film screen was saying. But since no one was out, he didn't care. He just kept on running. But it turns out that he bumps into this lady that works at MBA, and her name is Nina. And she gets really mad, so she holds Dash from his shirt and walks all the way up to his room, drops him on the floor and says, "I'm really disappointed in you. I want you to stay in your room." So turns out he had to stay in his room and wait for the announcement. Turns out, instead of an exciting announcement, he found out this terrible announcement. Dr. Holtz had died the night when Dash had to go to the bathroom. And that was really, really surprising for them. So this is how they found out how Dr. Holtz died. Oh, wait, I'm not gonna spoil it. Remember, there's no spoilers. I don't want to spoil what happens next. I want you guys to read this book for yourself and find out what happens. And if you do get a chance to read this book, comment down below on what you guys think. I really like how the author has put together the parts in the story. It just keeps me into the book the whole time, and you really can't put the book down until you finish the whole book. So I hope if you guys have enjoyed my book review, please subscribe to my channel and share with all of your friends. And happy holidays, Merry Christmas in advance, and keep reading.